Hi guys, welcome to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Hi guys, I'm Aakash and I'm a cinematographer from India.
Welcome to the show. I'm so glad you could come and talk to
Thank you so
me.
much, Meosha. Thank you so much.
I love
Actually, we
I
were planning for very long.
a
Yeah,
very long time. We finally got
yeah,
here. So
yes.
tell me a little bit about like your childhood and kind of what that was like growing up.
So I had this very keen interest for photography since my high school days, and but my every Indian for parents, my parents were like, uh, I don't think so. Like you will be a good photographer thing, but we would like you to become an engineer or a doctor. Like every Indian parent say that they want their children to become a doctor or scientist or engineer. So I got an admission in a medical school,
Nice.
and I didn't go to the medical school. I
Ah.
didn't go there, and I was like going for photography walks. I was taking some freelance photo projects, and after 6 months of my college, my parents got to know that I wasn't attending the medical school, and they were
Oh.
like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just have this keen interest for years in photography." And I don't know, I just want to do a film school, maybe it
Nice.
can help me out. So they made me introduced to a film school in Delhi, and I started started learning photography over there, and slowly and gradually I started getting this keen interest in cinematography. I was like, why to click one single beautiful frame when I can make a full film? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
from yeah so from there, I started working for small projects after my college. I started doing North Indian short films. I started doing international films for film festivals, and I was working very quite like very in a good subtle way for like 5 years. I moved to Mumbai. I started working there as a cinematographer come DOP in TV reality shows.
Nice.
So my very first international project was in South Africa. I did it for Amazon Prime.
Ah,
The
that's
show was
cool.
named as Skulls and Roses. That it was in South Africa. So
Oh
yeah,
wow.
from there my journey started in TV reality shows. I started doing many MTV projects.
Nice. Very cool.
So
Like
that's how it's going.
that's really cool. Like I mean that you have an interest in cinematography. So
Yeah,
did you were you like running around as a kid just taking pictures using I could just see like a little
obviously.
you
Yes. So
recording.
I had this small Kodak film camera which had this 18 or 20 films. And I was like, I just wanted to take everything. I wanted to capture everything. That too in silhouette, black and white, noir. Had this very keen interest about black and white photographs.
And also you I mean you have a great look too. I mean I'm surprised you don't like act as well. I mean, you could do both.
That my father says.
Like you had a passion at such a young age to do this, and who were
Yeah.
some of your influences of film or
I would say from my younger age, my father was my inspiration because he was also a photographer. He's a
nice.
businessman now. So he was a photographer. And when he used to go to the expeditions, he used to go to mountains, he used to click the photograph and was very keen about it. How does he do it? How does he create these beautiful pictures? And then later on, he started teaching me with his old film camera. I still use it. I still use
Nice.
that film camera. So yeah, so it was the scene. Then when I went to film schools, I started learning about these films. I started watching Akira Kurosawa. I started watching Spielberg. I started watching different DOPs, directors, and my main motivation came from an Indian director come DOP. His name is Anurag Kashyap. I don't know, you might heard of him. He's into very indie film festival stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I started following him. I met him in Bombay. I had this sitting with him, and it took him around 3 years to convince me why I should not do a cinematograph. I don't do. Why should I not be a cinematographer?
Oh, wow.
Because he was like, "You are a very keen interest of cinematography, but I know you can't create that stuff. But you have a mind of a director. You should go
Mm.
into direction." I was like, I can be a director in a cinematography field also. So yeah, it took me like 3 years, and he was such an inspiration to me that from photography, I got into cinematography. From cinematography, I got into direction, and he has kept a very keen role in me.
Nice. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool that you wasn't like, convinced to just like, hey, I'm just gonna stop cinematography. You're like, no, I
Yeah.
love this. I love that you stuck to it. That's great. And you are not shaken by, because a lot of people are really, shaken by other people's opinions about them and what they should do with their lives. And so that's awesome.
So yeah, so there was a point of time when everybody like uh, just quit it. You can't do it. It's taking you a lot of time. Like you're still a young person.
Mm,
Why do you have to waste your time and just make it as a passion? Don't work, make it as your work profile. Don't keep it as your profession. Just keep it as your passion. And I was like, genuinely, I just know cinematography only. I don't know anything. I want to work it as a passion and a profession both.
right.
It's a do or it's a die situation. It's
Yeah,
done.
I love it. I love that. No other
Yeah,
options. I love it.
nothing.
Gotta
Because
make it
if you're gonna
happen.
keep if you're gonna keep in a second option, you won't succeed in your first thing.
Oh my God, so
Because
true.
back of the mind, you will have like if I'm not able to do this, I
Hmm.
have a second option. But I didn't want to keep the second option because I want to do this. I just want to do this and this only. That's
Right.
it.
I agree with that. So, what kind of like genre, what like as you're filming and doing all these amazing things, what's your favorite genre? What did you discover about yourself that you like?
Oh well, my favorite genre just maybe it changes from time to time, I would say. But to be honest, my favorite genre which I have shot is in horror film. It was
I love it.
it was for film festival. I love to create those dark lights, more dramatic things, make it horror, make the light blink, let the
Yeah.
blood flow. I just love lighting those setups. I guess that came from Evil Dead. I
Great
just love
film.
Evil Dead.
Great
Yeah.
film.
I wanted to create it with my images. I don't want it to be just horror with just such a sound effects. I want it to look horror.
Now,
Yeah.
how do you go about achieving that? Say, for instance, there's a scene you get hired for a project, and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
I want this. Like, or do you work closely with the director and the set designer people to just create that mood and feel that they want, or do you already kind of have an idea before coming on set?
So yeah. So before setting a scene, I have a word with every department. I talk with directors, I talk with my art team, I talk with my production team. I just want to know I just first take the imagination of a director, like what he really wants in a scene.
Hmm.
Then we'd sit with an art director, we discuss the scene. I discuss the scene before prior as because I want to light up that scene. I want the art director's point of view, what he or she is gonna do, what she gonna create the setup, where can I put my lights. And to be honest, I really use less lights. I use
Mm,
very less lights in my shoots. That's more natural, to be honest.
yeah.
This is how I start creating my scene. And and to be honest, from talking to direction and to setting up a scene is a different thing, and what I get in a frame, that's totally different thing.
Mm,
You
I
get it?
see. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
How long are your days usually? Talk about that, like on set. Like, does it vary depending upon the project? And I know you've done television, you've done, I've looked at your resume on IMDb. I was like, wow, you've done a lot.
Yeah.
How long is usually a television, like a series, like doing TV?
So mostly I do TV reality shows. It goes for like 16 or 17 hours of work daily
Wow.
for next 30 days. So yeah, we've
Wow.
been working for like 17 hours a day. We're just sleeping for 3 to 4 hours, 5 hours, and then going
Jeez.
back to the set to complete a reality show. It does take that much of time and hard work. It's a
Yeah.
really a tough job. And I love that tough thing because I don't need time to set up the scene. I just want to do it fast, fast, fast. But just we have to complete an episode in a day.
Yeah.
There's a task, there's briefing, there's multiple things happening over there, there's reality having the fights over there. You have to just capture it.
Right. Now, how does,
Yeah.
speaking of reality TV, I've have a few friends that are reality producers here in Hollywood. It's so funny just to see that people actually believe some of these storylines. It's really embellished a little bit. Yeah, I'm just curious
So
how that is there.
most of the people who knows me, they're like, you do a TV reality show. Are they really real or they're just being fictionalized stuff?
Hmm.
And I would say, please don't ask me these questions. It's real. The fights are happening over there are real. The arguments are real. It's really fun to work in a TV reality show. To be honest, I really enjoy TV reality shows more than a film.
What's
That's more
tell
interesting.
me why. Tell me why. I'm curious.
To be honest, in a TV, to be honest, yeah, in a film, I use more less or more 10 lights for a setup. And
Right.
for a TV reality show, we use like 150 to 160 lights. So we
So
love lighting up those setups, sets, the situation, the small situations, like carrying the light behind the cameraman
yeah,
just to get the appropriate exposure.
I love that. That's so
Yeah,
fun. Oh,
it is.
is there anything that you haven't done that you want to do in your profession?
Mm, well, let me count. Just I have done reality shows, I have done TV shows, I have done travel shows, talk shows, I have done feature films, I have done short films. I would love to do news.
Hey, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Also sports. I want to capture cricket. I love that big broadcasting cameras. That's so massive and fascinating.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
Who's some of your favorite cinematographers? Whoever you look up to as far as cinematography. Because I, my
Uh,
I have one favorite. Well, I have a lot of favorites, but I definitely love Roger Deakins, the guy who
oh,
did.
who
Oh,
doesn't love Roger
I mean
Dickens?
that guy is
Come
just
on.
it's insane.
I'm his fan for 1947 and Roma.
Oh my
Come on.
God, wasn't that
He create
amazing?
magic. It was really amazing. He create magic, man.
Yeah.
It's my dream to work under him.
Yeah, oh
Who
man.
doesn't have a dream to work under him? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love M Night. I really like M Night's style as well. I like his.
It's pleasant. It's nice. It's nice. More of the films which I am doing, like indie films or horror films. So we have few Indian cinematographers. There's Jay Oza, there's Mitesh Menchandani,
Nice.
and they both have studied in your film academy.
Nice.
They have graduated over there. They have learned the cinema from there. They have implemented those Western culture ideas in Indian cinemas, and they're creating that's amazing things.
Did you have like a favorite camera or favorite type of equipment that you like? I don't know, like to use, or when you go on set, do you take something with you that you always use? Do you have like as a
Uh,
cinematographer?
when working within professional field, working with big clients, you have to show them big cameras to
Yeah,
get the
they
money.
love it.
They love big cameras. So mostly when I'm shooting art films, when I'm shooting these fiction thing, I mostly use Derry Alexa Mini. And apart from that, if I'm shooting those travel things, music videos, I prefer Red.
Nice. Yeah,
But
red cam.
my favorite is Airy. I just love Airy
Yes. Yeah, those are
with the
nice
Cook
cameras.
lens. When you just build it up with all the lenses, big lenses, and all the filters, it looks beautiful. And
Nice.
to be honest, good depth of field and good dynamic range. It's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Mostly I prefer Harry Alexa.
Is there a job that you can remember that you're like that you got there and you're like, wow, okay, this was one of my favorites. This definitely is one of my favorite jobs that I've done.
This I was shooting a travel show, and at that time I was a cinematographer. I had a DOP above me, but that DOP was so chill. He gave me all the rights to do anything you want.
Oh wow.
Put any lights you want, take anything you want, just make it beautiful. And he gave me all the creativity in it. And it was a travel show, and we were shooting in Himachal, and I was just creating my own stuff. Like he didn't came to me like, see, this is the scene for the director, you have to shoot this, you have to follow this character, you have to correct. He was like, just go and take whatever you want, whatever the b-rolls you want. And that I shot that scene, that was an opening for the show, and I
Hmm.
shot it in 2 days. And he didn't change a single footage.
Oh.
Whichever I shot from one to last, he took all the footages, he edited them by himself. My
Wow.
DOP edited it by himself. Like he was great. He told me that you created a magic. I never
Wow.
saw Himachal like this. Never saw people of Himachal in a way they are used to be.
Wow.
So yes, yeah, I would say that was a show back in 2018 December, and the name was of the show was Love Okay Please. So it
Hmm.
was basically a dating travel show
Ah,
with a couple
nice.
dates on a travel. Yeah,
That's fun.
that was really fun, and that was the best time of my work.
Nice. Very cool. Um,
Yes.
I'm curious. Do you write at all?
Yeah, I do write. I do have an idea, but I don't get them. I start writing them. I don't finish them.
Ah, okay.
So yeah.
Got it.
So,
Yeah.
but I have written one feature film. It is based on it is based in Guyana. I have
Ah.
written a feature film for that. Yeah. So I had this very keen interest of Guyana because these Indo-Africans, African Guyanese peoples. So I wrote a travel film where my this character leading lady traveled from India to all the way Guyana in search of his grandfather.
Ah.
Because when in 1947 when India got independence, the British took few Indians as a labor to cultivate sugarcane over there.
Mm.
And after the independence, they left it over there. They didn't let Indians come back to India.
Oh, wow.
So this girl goes back to Guyana in search of her grandfather because her grandmother in India is going to die, and her
Mm.
last wish is to see his husband, the girl's grandfather. So it took me like 3 years to write that film.
Wow.
I took a trip to Guyana 4 times to just write that film in that aura, in that place, in that village, to sit over there and write it. That's like my
Wow.
dream project. That's the one film I've written fully. And after that, I didn't write any film because I just wanted to shoot it, complete it, dump it, and just start with another thing.
Right, right.
Yeah,
That's the process, right? You
that's a
complete it.
process.
Yeah, that's yeah, writing is definitely a it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's fun. It's complicated. You get stuck. Then you're like, I'm not doing it. Fuck it.
Right, right, exactly.
I'm good in running the camera.
Nice. Now I'm curious, there where you are, is it competitive to like get into the field that you're doing? Because there's a lot of people that come out to, Los Angeles, California,
Mhm.
or Hollywood, and they want to like they have this big dream of getting in, and it is very tough. I tell a lot of people like,
It's very, very tough.
yeah. So I'm just curious,
Trust me,
how is it there? Is it tough too?
it was very tough. It took me like, I started working at the age of 17. I'm 26 now. It took me 8 long years to reach where I am right now.
Wow.
So just see if someone want to get into filmmaking at the age of 26, which is I am right now. Now he's gonna take another 5 to 10 years. Like half of his life is gone. He's 35 already.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's really tough to get into cinema and sustain over there. Uh, because I don't know about the Western stuff. I will tell you about the Indian industry.
Hmm.
They don't easily let an outsider who is not into cinema, who doesn't have any contacts in the cinema, to get into the industry. I
Wow.
was a person, I didn't have any contacts in the cinema industry. I didn't had any uncles or aunties in the industry already working over there. So it took me many of the rejections.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so by the time I'm working from here to there, to small work projects, big projects, working as in gaffer, working as in lightman, it took me years. But yeah, I would say that level of from working from an attendant to the lightman to the gaffer to the cinematographer to the DOP,
Yeah.
it teaches you a lot.
I bet. I bet.
And people are like, it's like they say like, you have a cool job, you enjoy, you travel, you sit with the celebrities, and I like, it takes out the blood to reach over there. It takes your blood to reach there.
Yeah. It really does. Um, so I'm
Yeah,
I'm curious as well. So are women doing cinematography there as well, or is it not as accepted?
I would say they have started getting into cinematography.
Hmm.
I have worked with and under many female cinematographers in India.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
female get interest into cinematography a lot.
Oh wow, that's
But
awesome.
it's according to the ratio. Obviously, the men's are most male cinematographers. But yeah,
Yeah,
females are getting into cinematography, and they create another magic.
that's
They
so
create
cool.
magic.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, depending upon, like I'm always saying, like depending upon the storyline, like if it's about a woman,
Hmm.
or the main character, would a woman be more fit to tell that story, or vice versa? It's always interesting like that. So I always ask this question on the show, to
Okay.
everyone: if there was a a movie, a biopic
Hmm.
based off your life, who would play you?
Okay. Who will play me?
Yes.
I would say Leonardo DiCaprio.
I love it. I love
He
it.
will. He will love it. He will get all the tipsy zones of my life.
I love it. Best answer yet.
Yeah.
I love your answer. That was great. I wasn't expecting that.
And he can do it. I know.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's really great.
He's next level.
Yeah, he is. So, could you give some advice to someone that, like, someone, like, even if there's listeners out there or someone who's watching, someone who wants
Mhm.
to get into cinematography, what advice would you give them?
I would genuinely tell them like get your basic clear. Get your basic clear. Get know about the lenses. Know about the camera. What are you using? And beforehand, before shooting a scene, just sit over there. Just see where you're gonna shoot. Which thing are you gonna shoot? Which frame are you gonna light up? Make it a painting.
Mm,
Make it a painting. Make your every single frame a painting.
yeah,
Because that's your art. That's gonna stay forever.
that's
And
so
just learn your basics. Learn lighting. Before learning camera, just learn your lightings. Just know how natural light works, how reflector works, how lights work, how diffusers work. There's a most important thing in filmmaking. Being a cinematographer, being a DP, being a gaffer, being anything. I would say, yeah,
I
just
love that.
learn your thing, learn your basics.
I love that. Are you working on anything at the moment that you want to share with everyone,
So
or
yeah, tomorrow I'm traveling to Rajasthan. So I'm shooting for Discovery.
nice,
So
very
there's
cool.
this
Congratulations.
show for Indian Army, and we're gonna shoot Indian Army. There's one celebrity who's gonna attend all the Indian Army persons, who's gonna have go chit chat with them, learn their exercises, go for a bonfire. So I'm gonna shoot that show. So
Oh,
you're gonna see it
fun.
soon.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. That's
Thank you
exciting.
so much. Also, there's another project. I'm maybe going to London to shoot a feature film.
I
Yay!
love London, dude. Oh my, I'm obsessed. I didn't want to.
Okay,
I didn't want to leave. I was like, I don't want to go back.
so this will be my first time. Let's see
Oh my
if I
God,
want to come back or not.
you're
This
gonna
is my
love
first
it.
time. Yeah.
You're gonna love it. Whenever you come out to Los Angeles, you're not leaving. So we're gonna make a lot of movies and stuff. Just let you know.
Definitely, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure, and you're just
It's
amazing.
my pleasure. Thank you so much having me.
Thank you. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, remember to live, love, laugh.
Yeah.
Bye.